The moral basis of capitalism is justice. The moral basis of capitalism is justice, not altruism. The moral basis of capitalism is justice, not altruism. The moral basis of capitalism is justice, not altruism.
Concerning. We're always concerning about things. What are we concerning about today? Do virtues require capitalism? Okay. Let's start.
The moral basis of capitalism is justice,
Okay.
not altruism.
Give me a minute here.
The moral basis of capitalism is justice, not altruism. The moral basis of capitalism is justice, not altruism. The moral basis of capitalism is justice, not altruism. The moral basis of capitalism is justice, not altruism. The moral basis of capitalism is justice, not altruism. The moral basis of capitalism is justice, not altruism. The moral basis of capitalism is justice, not altruism. The moral basis of capitalism is justice, not altruism. The moral basis of capitalism is justice, not altruism.
All
The
right.
moral basis of capitalism is
Hey, look, there's me. And that reminds me that on, I think, Sunday, a couple of days, we're going to be doing model building. So this is a preview. You see, it says Bandai. Hold on a second. I'll make myself disappear. It's magic. Make all these things disappear. Da 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 da. Oh. Okay. Where's nice ocean view? Looks nice. Maybe I should just read to that instead. Let's see. I need my. Hold on just a second here. Oh, that's the wrong background. Huh, that's weird. Give me a second here. Probably a bot came by for about 30 seconds to see what's going on. I'm not going to start reading yet until I get my game screen. What the hell? Huh. Oh, I know what. Supposed to be game background. No, that's not it. Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Looks of Oceans. The nice ocean seashore there. I'm trying to put it back in my game thing, and I just, for some reason, I don't forgot how to do it. Let's see. New device. I want to get rid of this. All right. What am I doing? Game back. That's my video, yeah? No, okay. Let me check this real quick. Automatic. That's what? Video capture device. Yeah, that's what I need. I'm gonna have to get rid of that. Okay. Here, let me change it real quick. Okay, we don't want that. Oh, there we go. Oh, I know what happened. Okay. Yeah, see what I have to do. I know it. God, okay. We figured it out. That was I unplugged my my video capture device from my computer and plugged it back in again in order to activate the audio. Yeah, it just does that. It just for some reason it just fails to recognize. It fails to recognize the there it is, the audio device sometimes. The audio device goes from my monitor, my LG monitor, which goes into a video capture device, and that's I get people show up for like 30 seconds and leave. It's like, give me a break, boy. Give me a chance. Let's join, and then I'll read my essay. Jeez, I mean, God, I mean, barely even here for like 10 seconds, and you just run away. Let's see. Audio capture device. There's my, okay. Okay. We're ready now. Little lag at first. Vimoc. There we go. Hey, it's Avalanche map. I'm converting this. Is this Avalanche? Oh yeah, it is. Yeah. So I'm going to be converting this map for Wolf ET. Not that anyone cares. There's our capture the flag right there. And as soon as we get warmed up a little bit, I'll read my essay. Okay. Hey, did I kill him? No, I didn't. What the hell is that in my glass? Coffee. All right. So, let me read a little of the introduction of today's episode while we watch the automaton go by itself. That's the good about Day of Defeat is that if you're inactive, the computer will take over your player. It should start doing it. Okay, anyway, here we go. So, concerning objective epistemology. So, there we go. It's gone. So, do virtues require capitalism? So, introduction here. In the realm of philosophy, Ayn Rand's objectivism stands as a comprehensive system that integrates metaphysics, epistemology, ethics, politics, and ethics into a unified whole. At its core lies an objective epistemology, which posits reason as the sole means of acquiring knowledge about reality, rejecting both mysticism and subjectivism. This epistemology serves as the foundation for deriving ethical principles, including the virtues necessary for human flourishing. We'll talk about that some more as we get into it. The question at hand, do virtues require capitalism, probes the interconnection between these branches. According to objectivism, virtues are not abstract ideals, but practical actions derived from reason, essential for survival and happiness. Right? Capitalism, in turn, is presented as the only moral social system that allows the full exercise of these virtues without contradiction or coercion. If you're Hegel, you accept the contradictions, but we won't get into that. We know that already, so no sense to rehash that 1,000 times. In my essay here, we'll explore the claims in depth, arguing that from an objective epistemological standpoint, virtues do indeed require capitalism, to be fully realized as any other system undermines the rational basis of human action. Absolutely. Okay, so we'll get into objective epistemology and objectivism. Okay, let me play a little bit, and then I'll read the next couple of paragraphs here as we go along. So I kind of play and read and play. That's how I like to do it. I'm not one of these who could provide like commentary or political commentary while I play a game. I like to create an essay and then read it while I play a game. Okay, see, there's the church courtyard. How am I going to recreate that? Nice, there's a nice big tank. Oh, okay. Let's go into the kitchen. Okay, we'll bounce down here. And this time we'll go through the cellar. Oh, there's a buddy. Hey, buddy. There's the church tower. Wow. Nice. Nice ragdoll effect. See, you guys show up for 30 seconds then leave. Is this not the content you want? Where's my mouse? Okay, so let's get back to objective epistemology and objectivism. First, objectivism begins with the axiom that existence exists independently of any consciousness and that reason is man's basic means of survival. So the thing that exists outside of our consciousness that has always existed is immalleable, or the natural laws, and this is natural law theory, comes from John Locke. So epistemology in this framework is the study of how human beings secure objective knowledge that corresponds to reality through a process of perception, conceptualization, and logic. And Rand, for example, Ayn Rand, rejects the intrinsic subjective dichotomy prevalent in traditional philosophy, instead advocating for an objective approach where knowledge is contextual, hierarchical, and volitional. As articulated in her works, reason is not automatic. It requires effort and focus, intense focus, making epistemology not just theoretical but practical for guiding human life. Again, let me read one more paragraph and we'll play. This objective epistemology underscores that concepts must be formed by identifying essential characteristics of reality, free from emotional or arbitrary influences. Errors in epistemology, such as accepting faith over reason, or collectivism or individualism, lead to distort ethics and politics. For instance, Rand argues that racism stems from flawed concept formation, illustrating how epistemological mistakes manifest in social evils. Thus, objective knowledge is the bedrock upon which ethical virtues are built, ensuring that morality is grounded in reality rather than on whim. Whim worshippers. Okay. Ready to spawn. Let's go again. And then we'll continue reading a little bit. I don't want to just read this whole thing so quickly. I get done too fast. Nice archway there. Oh, we just need one more. Too many. Let's go through here. Nice gentle slope of the streets. So next we'll talk about the derivation of virtues from objective epistemology. So we'll say what the virtue derived from. abandoned building, and I have no idea what this building's supposed to be. Lots of archways over here on the access side. The ally side is more square. Well, we got this fountain in here. Yeah. Come on. No, you're not supposed to shoot me. He did. Okay. Let's read one more. Okay, from this epistemological base, objectivism ethics emerges as a code of values to guide choices and actions for sustaining life qua man. That is, as a rational being, values are not intrinsic or subjective, but objective, arising from the conditional nature of life, natural law theory. To live, one must act in accordance with reality. The ultimate value is one's own life, and the standard is man's survival qua man, requiring reason as the primary tool. Virtues. So virtues in objectivism are the actions by which one gains and keeps values. They are applications of reason, including rationality, commitment to full awareness of reality, independence, reliance on one's own judgment, integrity, loyalty to rational principles, honesty, refusal to fake reality, justice, rational evaluation of others, productiveness, creation of values to work, and pride, moral ambitiousness. Rationality is the foundational virtue, entailing the acceptance of reason as an absolute, and all others stem from it. These virtues reject altruism, which Ayn Rand equates with self-sacrifice, in favor of rational egoism, acting for one's own long-term happiness. Yep. So you have low time preferences. Essentially what they're saying is, oh, get out of here. He found me. Okay. So let's go on, finish this paragraph. Epistemologically, virtues are objective because they are derived from the facts of reality. Man's need to think and produce to survive. Think or creativity. Moral perfection is unbreached rationality, not innate talent, but consists effort to perceive and act on reality. Happiness, the emotional reward of virtuous living, is achieved through purposeful, productive action, aligning ethics with epistemology's demand for objective truth. Okay. So we'll get to the next part in a minute here. Let me play a little bit. We need to capture these 2 points. So we'll go into capitalism as the political corollary. Next. Yeah, like I said, I don't want to read this thing too fast. Because if I do, it'll be over too fast. Because I'm going to be playing for a while. All right, let's go. I mean, I could let the automaton run my player. All right. We got 2 more points to capture. If we can capture these 2 points, what round are we at? Oh, this is just beginning. Round 0? Jesus. I forgot these Dave defeat conquest maps can be very long. Sometimes too long. It gets boring, and then people start voting to change the maps. Hey! What? Der Fook? Where did he come from? Whoa! Nice ragdoll. Alright, let's go. Mosh mosh. Okay. Nice. Ah, damn it. So. Let's continue on then. I'll let the automaton go for a minute. I'm not warmed up yet to play this game. I got to get into it. Yeah, we got to play Wolfie T after this, too. So, okay, capitalism is a political corollary. Politics and objectivism translates ethics into social terms. Capitalism, specifically laissez-faire, which is a reductio ad absurdum term, capitalism is the system where individual rights are recognized, property is privately owned, and force is banned from human relationships. Rand defines it as a system with a separation of state and economics. Or, I mean, you can have a separation of state economics and a separation of church or state. So why not have a separation of state and economics, right? Okay. Where government protects rights. Okay, here's where, again, the objectivists kind of get it with this idea that they think it's necessary that the government should protect human rights when it isn't necessary. And they can't really argue why it's necessary to protect human rights. They always make an assumption that it is. See, they advocate or they advocate for a government, a state, to protect the rights through objective laws, retaliating only against initiators of force. Well, isn't that a contradiction? Because isn't the government initiation of force in each state, whether it's a minarchist? And you look at the 20th century, wasn't these big governments initiating force? Some of the worst atrocities committed were under these big governments that were supposedly there to protect man's rights, but didn't do a very good job of it. The moral basis of capitalism is justice, not altruism or the common good, right? And this is what I have a problem with democracy, because democracy is the collectivist majority rule. I mean, in a sense, it's like communism. It's like the dictatorship of the proletariat. Okay, so it rewards rationality and productiveness, allowing individuals to trade value for value via voluntary consent. And this is where Ayn Rand argues against altruism, that you're not really sharing like values, equal values of equal value. You're compromising and then sacrificing and then eventually just destroying the man. Okay. Where were we? Okay. Voluntary consent. Epistemologically, capitalism upholds reason by protecting the right to think, disagree, and act independently, with private property as a safeguard for intellectual freedom. As Ayn Rand states, force and mind are opposites. Morality ends where a gun begins, right? Thus, capitalism is the political embodiment of objective epistemology and its ethical derivatives. So, the Allies won. Okay. Okay, so now next we'll get into why virtues require capitalism, but I want to play some more. Don't want to get distracted. We're about halfway through. So let me play some more. If you have any comments about what's being said, yeah, just let me know if I get anything wrong. I'm more interested. Oh, we almost got the middle. We got a lot of people showing up today, which is good. Welcome all. This is how I kind of do game streams every Friday in Japan. Every Friday night Japan time, around 8:30 or so. I like to play a little game and hey, what are you doing in there, Spawn there, buddy? Nice to be in here. And read essays about topics that I'm reading about or studying. I don't do political commentary. I don't really care about politics. It's boring. It's not interesting. So I'd rather just read off things that I wrote about things that I'm reading at the time. And right now I'm reading Linda Peikoff's book about Ayn Rand's objective epistemology. That's why I'd like to share with you the chapter in depth about capitalism and why it's the superior moral social system to anything else. But actually, it would be anarcho-capitalism through objective epistemology would do it. Hey! Okay. We're getting a lot of spiky activity tonight. Let's see. Well, welcome aboard, folks. And I also like to do my model building stream. I'll be doing that on Sunday. I got a really difficult one. It's a Majin Kaiza Go Valiant. That's a big, difficult kit. It's gonna be fun. That's gonna be a long. Oh, here's my teammate. That's gonna be a long stream. 6 hours. Come on. Oh. Why are we getting so spiky? Views right now. Might have to get some more coffee. Okay. Let's see. So I'm making a conversion of this map for Wolfenstein enemy territory. And it's coming out pretty good. I'm working from the ally spawn area, but yeah. Oh, look at that. It got a double kill. Grenade. Cool. Yeah, so I'm just slowly creating it one section at a time. When I'm doing this map here, this is Avalanche. I don't know. Is this the best map for Day of Defeat? Okay. Whoa. Take a grenade. Eat it. Or throw it back at me. What? How did you get me? Take it easy. Shinpai shinaide. How many people? Okay. How about if I go... Let's go this way. Man, that's the thing about this map. There's so many... How did he die? So many rooms. Whoa, look at that grenade popping around. These grenades got good physics, man. They could bounce around like a ball. And they got really big splash damage. Okay, let me play a couple of more times, and then we'll continue on with why virtues require capitalism. It's only 9:30 p.m. here. We've been playing for about 30 minutes. Yeah, my mic doesn't start popping out on me. There. Starts acting up a little bit. Dun 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 dun. What? What? Wait a minute. Excuse me. What? Where do they come from? That was weird. They just spawn there and die in the middle of the courtyard? I don't get it. Wow, that guy missed me. How did he miss me? Ah, nice. Nice. Okay. Ouch. Pop. Sorry. Okay. So... I don't know how we lost the last match so quick. Oh, that's my team. Who's shooting at me? Okay, we need one more, gang. Ah, darn it. Okay. Now, let me continue reading here. Okay, so where we're at? Oh, yeah. Why virtues require capitalism. Okay, so the central thesis here is that virtues, as rational actions for self-preservation and flourishing, require capitalism because only under freedom of thought, can they be practiced without contradiction. In a non-capitalist system such as socialism or stateism, force supplants reason, making virtues impossible to fully enact. Okay, so let's consider rationality. It depends unfettered perception and judgment. Under capitalism, individuals are free to innovate and produce. Yeah, because capitalism is a productive system. In controlled economies, regulations coerce actions against one's rational assessment, faking reality to comply. Yeah, that's the only way you could comply, if you just fake reality. Fake it. Kind of like the way they do in North Korea. Everything's fake. They fake it. Yeah, they have to. They kind of have to fake it, fake happiness, fake normal. Productiveness, the virtue of creating values, thrives in free markets where achievement is rewarded by objective value, not redistribution by force. Independence and integrity are violated when government mandates sacrifice for the collective, as altruism demands self-abnegation. Epistemology, virtues require a system where knowledge and action, mind and body, align with reality. Capitalism ensures this by banning initiation of force, allowing rational trade and specialization. Without it, virtues become hypocritical. One cannot be honest if coerced to a lie for the state, or use your pronouns, compelled speech, or just if punishing achievement is mandated. Yeah. Rand's characters in Altus Shrugged exemplify this, showing producers withdrawing from a society that penalizes virtue. Thus, virtue presupposes individual rights, which only capitalism protects. Okay. All right. I don't know, I kind of have a section here about critiques and counter arguments, but what the hell for? They're not even worth it. We've heard their claims against it, and it doesn't stand the test, it doesn't hold its water. So it's like, what's the point of even going through reading some objectives of it? Yeah, there are no, well, there are objections, but they're not valid. Not even gonna waste my time. We've heard the objections 1,000 times. There's nothing to it. There's no value to it. All right. So I guess we could read a couple of things of it. Sketch, I don't know. What the hell's the point? Take that. Hey, but we're almost done, though. Because that's the thing about objectivism. Using objectivism, you can argue for a superior state of anarcho-capitalism to objectivism. Because, objectivism maintains the true self-interest is rational and long-term, low time preference, not predatory. And that altruism leads to sacrifice, like we just said, not benevolence. Yeah, well, yeah. Capitalism fosters voluntary charity and cooperation. Don't forget contract agreement, too. We should talk about that some other time, about contract agreements, why that's so important in an anarcho-capitalist society. Historical prosperity under free markets. Subjectivism is refuted by the success of reason and science and production. Yeah, ultimately critics often stem from non-objective premises, failing to address objectivism on its own term, that's exactly right. Pretty much. So, let's see. Let's finish off here. We got a conclusion here. Well, that was actually a little shorter than I thought it was. I thought I could make that go for another hour or so, but I guess if anybody wants to comment on it or go back and watch what I said earlier about it, and then comment it later, sure, no problem. Man, like I said, these These matches last forever. How do we lose the courtyard? I wasn't paying attention. Kind of hard to read and play at the same time. Okay, let's go where these guys are going. Okay, wow. Yeah, there's so many rooms in here. How am I going to remake all this shit? I got to remake all these rooms? Oh. Well, I fell. What happened? Ah. Damn, blam it. Okay. Dun 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 dun. Okay. Well, I gotta go that way again. Smoke 'em. All right. Where's my... We got the courtyard back. Jesus. Okay. We doing... See ya, guys. Oh, no. Don't leave. Oh, grenade. Ah, that guy. So, yeah, you can see, as we've been doing this the last few weeks, how we use objectivism and objective epistemology as a foundation for anarcho-capitalism. Because like Leonard Peikoff and Ayn Rand pretty much argue for anarchy as an application. They pretty much make the argument in their books, but yet simultaneously they reject. Look at it. Where are these guys coming from? Simultaneously, they both the early objectivists, the old the old school objectivists, reject anarchy, which just seems quite bizarre because their whole argument is in favor of anarchy. So why would they haven't really made a serious or compelling reason why it's necessary for the government to protect human rights when we already have natural law to do that with, binded by contracts. Weird, huh? You can read the books yourself. You can find it bizarre. Yeah, I don't get it. I thought, I just assumed that Ayn Rand and Leonard Peikoff in the early were just anarchists anyway. I just assumed that until I read the parts in the book where it says they advocated that it's necessary for a government to protect rights. I went, what? They don't make a very good case for it. Man, bullet sponge. Okay. Well, I guess we can go ahead and read the conclusion after this. Ah, no, we're going to lose again? Oh, come on. Oh, watch out. Ow. Okay, I need a partner. Nope. Didn't get it. Are we going to lose again? Dun, 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 dun. Like I said, if you just came here, welcome. And if you want to know what I was talking about, objective epistemology here, and virtues, go watch the beginning of the stream if you like. So I'm about finished up. Oh, come on. Okay, let me read the conclusion here. From the vantage of objective epistemology, virtues are rational necessities for human life. Derivable only through reason's grasp of reality. Capitalism is not optional, but essential. is an essential option, as it alone provides the social context where virtues can be exercised without force-induced contradictions. See, then why do you need government to protect human rights then? Isn't that a show of force? Is that contradiction to the non-aggression principle? It seems a bit of a contradiction if you have to use force to protect human rights. That's not force. Hey, you got a grenade right there. Okay. What was I talking about? Okay. Okay. In systems of coercion, virtues apathy leading to stagnation and moral decay. Ayn Rand's vision posits capitalism as the moral ideal. She actually posits anarcho-capitalism, Gold's Gulch, where rational individuals thrive through production and trade. While critics abound, they often evade the integrated nature of objectivism. Ultimately, if virtues are to guide a life of achievement and happiness, they demand a capitalist framework, one that honors the sovereignty of reason. Yep. And that's it. If you wish, if you want me to read the essay again, my mouth is tired. It's a rather long one. Yeah. Hey, if I get some subs, give me a few subs on Kick there. I'll read it again, but I'll just read it in its entirety without stopping. How's that? Then you can feel free. Kick. I'm writing to form alt since I'm already live streaming. Follow me, username. Just say in my chat that you follow. Tell me to follow you back. Then write my chat. Okay. Well, what? Hey, if you follow me, I will follow you back. Okay. What's your name? Kick? His name was Coco or something. I'm not sure. I'm writing to you from my alt since I'm already live streaming my main. If you want, follow me, username something at RRON, and I will follow you back. Just say in my chat that I followed you. Huh? What is this? Did I say follow? Then write in my chat and tell me to follow you. What? we okay. Just all you have to just simply say, if I follow you, you can follow me. That's it. Just found this stream. Is it already over? No, we're still going. We're still going. If you want to hear more about today's topic while playing was concerning objective epistemology, do virtues require capitalism? What do you think? Do virtues require capitalism? So that was today's stream. I've been reading my essay here. So if you find it interesting and if you want to hear it again, let's get a few subs. If I get a few subs, I can read it again. From start to finish, no interruption. That's how I kind of been doing these game streams, is where I choose a topic of something I'm interested in or I'm reading about at the time. I don't do politics. I just write a little essay about it and I just read it while I play the game. Helps me focus while I play. It's a little different than the other games. A lot of game streams, I like to talk about current affairs. The hell with that. That's boring. Sometimes I've done that a little bit. And it's sort of... No, obviously, virtue ethics predate capitalism by 2500. That's we know of. Do virtues require capitalism? And then real philosophy. See, no, obviously. Virtues, ethics, predate capitalism. Objective begins... But that's the thing, though. The objective begins with the axiom that exists independently of any consciousness, and that the reason is man's basic means of survival. So like the study of humans acquire what? Objective knowledge. And that knowledge only corresponds to reality. So through the process of perception, conceptualization, and logic. So you're saying it's intrinsic, but it's not, though, because, Ayn Rand, she rejected intrinsic, subjective dichotomy. Yeah. That's kind of prevalent in traditional philosophy. Instead, she advocating for an objective approach where knowledge is contextual, right? Hierarchical and volitional. So you can read any of her works. I mean, I would recommend... I'm a streamer who loves connecting with new friends. Let's play together. All right. Let's play together. Oh, watch out for that grenade. Oh, we need the center line keep. But thanks for the comment, though. Oh, watch out for that. Ah, my arm. I hope that helped. I hope I answered some of your comment there. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. It's pretty active tonight. I don't know why. Usually Friday's kind of dead here in Japan. Well, in my hometown, it's dead. This hometown here in Japan is like a zombie town. Nobody around. Friday night, and it's very quiet out in the street. Dun, dun, dun. All right, we need to win at least. Damn nice, shoot straight through the smoke. Hi all. Okay. Let's see if I can get. Let's see. The problem with objectivism, as I see it, is that anarcho-cap is a contradiction in terms. No, it isn't. Capitalism requires private property, which is a concept that can exist without a state. Why is it necessary? Why is that necessary to have the state for private property? Homesteading would be a good counter to that. Because the state isn't necessary to secure private property, because you secure it through homesteading. And objectivism seems perfectly compatible with anarcho-capitalism. Because, I mean, both Ayn Rand and Linda Peikoff, and even the old school objectivists, make an argument, 90% argument for anarcho-capitalism. But then they reject anarchy, and it's not a very reasonable objection. It doesn't make sense because even Ayn Rand has an example of anarcho-capitalism in her book, Goals Gulch. So it just seems kind of, it's a little bit strange why they'd be so violently opposition to anarcho-capitalism. Because according to Goals Gulch, or even Iceland, you didn't need a state. The state wasn't necessary. Yeah, it's not necessary. What's necessary now, though, is that we capture the last 2 points. I'm glad you guys are coming out today and engaging in the conversation. It's fun. Would you? 1 million points. If I play for what? Does it say 12 hours or 12 days? Looks like it says 12 hours. So if I play 12 hours, I get 1 million points. Ah! Why are we making progress? Our team is no good. We're coming up to the halfway point here. Been playing for about an hour. Bum, ba, bum. Oh no. Okay, they're probably going to come over through the church. Maybe the top of there. The top of the building. Bum, bum. Yes, it is. Without some entity holding a monopoly on legitimate use of force, the idea of rights is here. The rights are simply obligations on those around you after all. Okay, that's obligation. I'm not obligated to what you're saying. I'm obligated to the collective. Some entity holding a monopoly. Ah. Well, speaking monopoly here, looks like the Allies have won back-to-back. But you haven't argued why it's necessary, though. It's not necessary to have it because of... let's see what happens. See, those around you is the collective. We're not obligated to the collective, to the majority, of the dictatorship of the proletariat, or anything like that. We're obligated to. We have a fidelity and orientation to reality, and no other man. That's why. I mean, Robinson Crusoe and Friday seem to kind of reconcile the differences without a monopoly to protect their human right or even private property. Because I don't think you even answered the question about homesteading. Are they going to vote for another map? I don't even know how. Oh, there's some event coming up. Current event 24/6. I have no idea what that event would be. Okay. No, grenade. What happened to... Ah, darn it. Okay. Oh. Let's at least get this middle point. Nope. Well, I guess I'd have to follow that guy back, I guess. Teams. What's wrong with the team? Oh, yeah. Well, it's funny. We have the advantage on our team, on the Weimar, but unfortunately, we're losing. So it doesn't really make any difference. He's got that camper over there, and he's just camping the middle courtyard. Oh. What? No. Oh. Wow, that guy, well, triple kill with that. Oh, we need that. What? No. I need a medic. Hey, buddy, you're stuck there. Sure, yeah. Why not? I'll follow you back. I'm writing to you from. Okay, is the same guy from before? Yeah, I'll follow you. Why not? You have to wait for the stream to be over. Tell me to. Okay. Tell me to follow you back. Follow me back. There's that. And that's all I'm obligated to. That seems like a fair trade-off of equal value. Isn't that right, Friday? Oh, we already got the middle one. Yay. Oh, what the... I didn't get anybody with that grenade. Wow. Okay. I don't know who's left out there. I'll follow you back, sure. Welcome to the stream, guy. Yeah, he didn't answer about the homesteading problem. Yeah. I think the filter is eating my message. Really? I didn't know I had a filter on there. Did I? I'd have to check that. Sorry about that. I don't filter messages. Oh. I'll have to check how to do that. I don't know. Okay. We are... Don't work if simply reject the objective rules. Huh? How can you reject... Why would you necessarily reject the objective rules? You don't become a bandit. It's homesteading. You declare the property yours first. It's like almost like first come, first serve. And you follow the objective rules because you respect each other's private property after that. I mean, look at the, for example, a good example would be the not so wild west. Before I think it was before YouTube wide filter. Oh, is that some new thing? I know YouTube rolled out some new thing, something about what was it called? To promote a channel. Hype it? Let's see. What's a good map? Well, I'll go with the number 3. That looks good. Argentin. That's what I'll do. Hey, wait a minute. It said the server will close. When? In 13 days. Wait a minute. They said that last week. They said 13 days from last week they'll close the server. We don't get donations. Hey, that seems dishonest there. Suppose I don't respect. Well, then you violated the contract. Then, if you don't respect my private property, then I have a right to protect my property. You can't just take my homestead by force. If you do that, what, easy? It says, what's to stop me? Well, easy, a gun. Besides, they used to respect whenever someone makes a gold claim somewhere, they would, if someone violated that person's claim to that gold claim, they would take it to the church, and then the church would resolve the differences about whose private property it was and if they violated the private property. So there was already a kind of a system in place that didn't require any government to regulate that. And by and large, people did respect other people's property during that time. The gold prospecting, they wouldn't just, if they stumble along to some site they thought would yield a lot of gold, but they saw somebody already laid claim, they wouldn't go in there and violate that claim. And if they did violate the claim, they would just settle it out. Usually like a church or something would do that. So it didn't require any kind of government at all to do that. And I think that was before the invention of barbed wire. And that's a good book, by the way. I read it's the Not So Wild West. That kind of goes into the whole concept of homesteading. Hey, I got it. Finally got a flag. It took me forever to get a flag. All right. What you doing? Ah, we got it. We got someone here. See, like these guys are violating our private property rights. They're capturing our waypoint. We saw this fountain first. Ah, that's a good dominator. What time is it? Oh. Okay. What are you doing down there? I got this. Come on, let's go. There. Let's get the other one. Come on. Ah. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time getting that last flag. I think they're going to change the map soon anyway. You get to get stuck in this one map. It's a good map, though. I like Avalanche. But Monopoly. But that's what a government is, though. A government is a monopoly. So you're replacing one monopoly with another monopoly. Why would you advocate for a government monopoly when you were against monopoly? You know what I'm saying? It kind of doesn't make any sense. Why would you want to... If you're opposing one form of monopoly, they have a monopoly on supplies and or employee monopoly. Why not just abolish the monopoly? Because I don't want to replace one monopoly with another monopoly. Because that's all pretty much what... Okay, are we changing maps now? The problem with having a monopoly, and it doesn't... because, well, it's just you just get one choice, and you get one choice. It's not very good quality. No competition. Whether it's a government monopoly or a state corporate or corporate monopoly. You only get one choice, and that choice is usually poor quality. And usually the people that run the monopoly are never held accountable in the government monopoly. Because the government does this already. They do things by force. Because pretty much the government is just a criminal organization like a mafia. It has a monopoly on counterfeiting. Money, subsidiary media, that's what that is. That's counterfeit money. They have a monopoly. But if a mafia wants to create counterfeit money, they claim that's illegal. It's more legitimate if a government has a monopoly on counterfeiting. Just because people vote for it. But it's still a mafia. They still have a monopoly on making money. So the thing is, you want to break up the monopoly. Ow, my goodness, that guy's a bullet sponge. Yeah, there's this thing as property, right? Homesteading, yeah. What's this guy doing? Oh, my goodness. Hey, where's that guy? Where was he hiding? Oh, behind the bushes. Yeah, you can shoot through those bushes there too. Yeah, you can even shoot a barrel and shoot a barrel towards the bush and then stand on the barrel and jump over the bush using the barrel. And you can hide in the bushes there. Let's see if I can do it. Ah, darn it. Okay, let's see. There we go. So you can shoot the barrel. Okay. Darn it. Get up there. How do you get the barrel? You get the barrel up here. Okay. Come on. Ah. Okay, let's try one more. Let's see if we can get... What? For a second there, I thought my teammate was shooting me. Copier. Let's go down the middle here. Let's see if we can get this flag. And there it goes. Got one. All right. Well, that didn't work. Ah. Okay. I'm getting kind of... Let's see. Let me check. Let me minus that down. Let me check what the server's like on Wolfenstein enemy territory. 26 views tonight. Wow, this is a popular subject, I guess. Or are they putting me on the front page of Kick or something? Sometimes they promote the channel. I've been streaming for a long time on Kick too, as well as YouTube, and maybe they finally, I don't know, they promoted me on their website. I don't know, the front page. Let's see, what is? The server doesn't look too bad. It's got that map. All right. So I guess we could. Let's see. Yeah, I'll follow you back. Just say hi in the chat. Or no, okay. All right. As far as like the private property thing, I can talk about that some more. I can prepare something for next time. And if you want to debate that at that time, that would be fun. Yeah. Talk back and forth about private property and stuff. And in the meantime, I would really recommend that book, The Not So Wild 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 West. It concerns property rights. It's it's a really good book. I highly recommend it. It's like we have here. I live near the beach in Japan. Kidding me? He doesn't have a helmet. It took that many bullets. And every morning I see the people fishing. Not just fishing on the shores, but fishing boats. Every morning I see the fishing boats, and I see them out there, and I know they have a claim to those spots where they fish, and eachbody, because Japan has such a high trust society, they trust them not to violate the claim of the area where they fish. And you see quite a few boats in there early, especially during summertime. You see quite a few boats out there, just maybe about 100 kilometers. No, not that long. Maybe 20, maybe 10, 15 kilometers out from the shore. And each person, each older person, middle-aged person, has laid claim to an area where they like to go fish. Sometimes they go fishing at night too. They fish for squid at night, but that's usually during summer. Nowadays, they're just fishing off the shore, but they all lay claim to a spot there, and they all respect their claim. And if there's a dispute, they work it out between themselves, kind of like Robin Crusoe and Friday. They worked it out. And if anybody violates that contractual agreement, well, they get physically removed from the area because they violated the non-aggression principle. See, we also have the non-aggression principle that if you escalate your aggression to the point where it is violent, then we have no choice but to defend ourselves with violence. That's a contradiction. Monopoly on legitimate force? No. Monopoly is not legitimate. Governments are not legitimate. Governments are illegitimate. There's no need for a government to protect rights or private property rights. We can do that on our own. In your homesteading example, you're defending your property with a gun. Okay, that's one example, sure. And me attacking with a gun is not. Well, what? Yeah, what? Defending your property with a gun and me attacking with a gun is not. It just becomes not philosophy. Sure, it comes from philosophy. I'm enforcing my my right to my property. If you escalate it to the point where to violence, I have to defend myself from violence because I fear for my life. Right? Only if you escalate it. What? To defend each other is like, no, it's not. That's a private. Those are between two private individuals. A government is a body of people. We're just talking about between two individuals, like Robinson Crusoe and Friday. Right? Oh, I'll get this one. Yes. Oh, no, I'm going to defend the flag. But I can't. Yeah, the mere existence of government, even in a minarchist state, is a form of violence. It has a monopoly on violence or coercion. But just mere protecting my property from someone violent, well, that's just meeting the value of equal value. Oi, oi, madam. Yeah. This map doesn't have as many houses, it doesn't seem like, compared to Avalanche. You and your buddy, imagine Robinson Crusoe and Friday have the island divided, and the why is there a third person showing up? Why is there a third person showing up, though? It's just Robinson Crusoe and Friday. They've already staked the claim there. So why is there a third person? I'm just talking about two people. Prepare to fight. Whoa, nice. Wow, time's going by real fast. Okay. If we don't win this one soon. Go, go, go. Here we go. Here we go. Whoa, what's that guy? That ship. Okay, let's get this other flag. Whew. Says there's another shipwreck. Well, if there was, Robinson Crusoe have already set claim to certain areas of the island, where one's going to be relegated to, fishing. New people tend to show up in the real world. Yeah, I'm talking about philosophy. I'm not talking about that. Oh, this guy camping again. I'll be doing this. No, I think I gotta switch. Let me, I think I gotta switch to another. I'm gonna switch to Wolfenstein Enemy Territory. Because, like I said, this can just go on forever. Just get stuck. I hate being stuck.
Capitalism is justice, not
all right, let's open this up. And the server should be pretty crowded.
Is justice, not altruism. The moral basis of capitalism is justice, not altruism.
Okay.
The moral basis of capitalism is justice, not altruism.
Okay. Play.
The moral basis of capitalism is justice.
Okay. Players. Name. Recruiting and oh no, not flame guards. You want to see a real lousy map? Oh, this is a terrible map. Flame guards. Okay. Look at this command map. Objective secured. I can't join the VIMOC. The enemy is weakened. Are we? I have to join the allies. How many people? Oh boy. Say, wait a minute. So your answer to what stops the third man? Well, see, also they can cooperate because what if the third man, he has something to offer that the other two don't, that can do. One is professional at fishing something, and one is professional at water, and this guy's professional at something else. So they work it out. Because remember, in Robinson Crusoe and Fridays, they worked it out. They worked out their differences and agreed. Okay, I'm gonna need Crusoe's spear or something, or I'm gonna need Friday's fish net, and the guy could be good at collecting water or something. There's always what the heck is? There's always a negation of escalation, because anarchy is not a location, it's an application, and the application is not to violate the non-aggression principle, and that application is conflict avoidance. So you're going to try to avoid conflict as much as possible, and remember, they worked it out. They avoided their conflict, and they worked it out, and it worked out for them. Yeah. But if you get one guy that's a rogue, starts doing everything, he violates the contract, and then that's it. You just, like Hans Hermann Hoppe says, just remove the guy physically because he's a threat to everybody. So they kind of have to come to an agreement, which they do. Well, yeah, why wouldn't I assume the man wants to bargain? Why would I want to assume that the man is evil? You know what I'm saying? This is a very Hobbesian argument. I think you're assuming that all men are evil without any kind of government that is cutthroat. But why wouldn't I assume he'd bargain? Why would I assume he's just evil? Boy, see this map, I have no idea where to go with this thing. This is like, what is this thing? Am I in the right direction? Look at this command map. All right, I don't want to start talking about that. We're talking about something important here. Dynamite planet, where? Where's the dynamite planet? Did they planet the gun?
Command post constructed.
Yeah, I don't know. Where's? Why do you shoot at me? I don't look like a tank. Well, you could be a tank. Oh God. What? Oh, are they already inside the rocket? Jeez. Let's kill myself. There you go. I had to. I gotta store her at the spawn. There it goes. Okay. Where? Ah, crazy map. Because why wouldn't he bargain? You know what I'm saying? If he didn't bargain, it would go against his own self-interest. His own self-interest is to survive. And he's not going to be able to survive if he starts killing and shooting everybody. Yeah. So wait a minute. I need Robin Crusoe. I need Crusoe and Friday. Without them, how am I supposed to, catch fish or anything? What if I don't know how to fish? So yeah, it would be in his own self-interest, as a rational being, to say, "Hey, I should bargain with these guys." I don't know why anyone would assume they're violent, because that's kind of, you're flirting with the Hobbesian fallacy there, that people are naturally violent and irrational, and they need some sort of government monopoly to enforce good behavior. Yeah, that kind of leads to Stalin. We don't want that Stalin guy. What's this guy doing? John Wick. Yeah, it's not too bad here today. Am I a ninja deer? Oh, I am a ninja deer. Hurry up. What is it? He backstabbed me, see? No, they didn't. The Europeans did not show up. I know about the Europeans when they came. My ancestors came on the Mayflower, and they were anything but violent. And if they did anything violent, that would just be counterintuitive. Yeah, that would go against their own self-interest. So when my ancestors came to America on the Mayflower over 400 years ago, what are you doing? We had to cooperate with Squanto and his buddies. We had no choice because we didn't know where to go. There was nothing here. There was no immigration office, no restaurants, no 7-Eleven. So they had to either hunt for wild turkey, and they had to do this very quickly to establish a place to grow food, because they didn't. They were dying. So they had to cooperate. They didn't have a choice. And neither did the locals. And so Squanto say, "I'll help you. I'll show you where all the land is at and where you can plant things." And my ancestors said, "Sure, great. Show us." And they cooperated, and they lived in a nice little covenant community. And they survived together, and they all agreed on certain things. They all bargained. And yeah, they... Oh, Jesus. I don't know, what was that, a grenade or a dynamite? Yeah, I have a lot of books on the subject of my ancestors when they came to America. It was not violent. They cooperated. The Indians cooperated, and they didn't kick the Indians out. They sold them the land. And they agreed. Oh, gotcha. They agreed to sell it. Because, first of all, the homesteading thing was that they did, the original inhabitants, whoever they were, didn't really have any real claims to the land, because we don't know who the original claim owners were. It's always been disputed through tribal warfare. So like the original inhabitants of America, the first settlers from the Asian, where the Mongols, they were, oh, where's the dynamite there? They were up in North Carolina. I don't see many Indians about these days, but they do have their own place. They have their own places that they They get called reservations, and they're everywhere. They may not be there, but they be elsewhere. All right, thank you very much for the ammo. Oh, there's a guy up there. He thinks he's hiding behind that cheese grater. What? Why wasn't I killing him? I hate this map so much. What's the next one? Is the UGE map next? That's even worse. I think it is next on the rotation. Dankasha. Okay. Let's go. Hey! He didn't have dynamite with him. Ah! They got one in there, and they need 4 more. Why do they need so many? Yeah, we have a history about that. Yeah, how they was given to them, and or they negotiated trades and sales. They agreed to the sales. A lot of that land. I'm not saying there was no bad stuff going on there. Certainly there was some bad stuff going on there, but it wasn't as bad as people, say it was, because I know the history of my early settlers over 400 years ago, and they weren't violent at all. Squanto was their good friend and ally. In fact, Squanto is an interesting story. You should read about him. He was kidnapped by the English or the Scottish and taken to Scotland, and he lived there for like 5 years to learn English. And then he came back to the Newfoundland and encountered my people, the European peoples, and he helped them out. And he told them, I lived in England for like 5 years. I learned the language, and I really like English culture, and I like the whoa, wrong place, whoop-boo. He told, I really like the English culture. I like the language. I like the food. I like the songs. And so they would often sing songs together and dance and do the dancing together. And okay. He didn't have the dynamite. So yeah, it was very cooperative. It was very helpful. Thanks, Squanto. It was for him. So that's the interesting part of my ancestry, is that the early settlers working with the locals. That's definitely my ancestor was William Brewster, and Brewster lived in a place called Scrooby, England, at an abbey, where just about everybody was named Brewster, because people had breweries. But my ancestor didn't want to become a brewer, but kept the Brewster name and decided to work in the abbey. That's it, yeah. Yeah. The treaties thing, yeah. But I'd rather talk about my... Oh, there's a guy. They got... Oh, no. We need a treaty here. They got one more to go. Oh, they still got 20 minutes. Oh, they can win this one easily. They just need one more dynamite, and they get the other dynamite, and then they can start the launch. It's an ugly-looking missile. So yeah, you can read about William Brewster and my ancestor there. I have one of the books I have is one that was published, I think, in the late 60s, early 70s. It was published by the last direct descendant of Brewster. That's a good books. They really go into details about the life and how, escaping England, the church, and escaping King James the First. Many times they escape too. It was they get caught and they escape and it get caught, and it was so embarrassing to King James that King James said, "Just the heck with it, just leave, get out of here. The only thing we require of you, settlers, is just pay the king's tax. That's it. Other than that, you're on your own." What's this? That's the wrong place to go. Wrong place to go. That's where their spawn is. Oh, they got all? They got everything? Did they switch the... Where? I don't know where. Oh, no. What's that? Oh, you think the guys with the bigger guns win? Well, that's not true. Well, we had the bigger guns in Vietnam, we lost. We had the bigger guns in Korean War, we lost. We had the bigger guns in Afghanistan, we lost. We had the bigger guns in the Iraq War, we lost. So just because you got the bigger guns doesn't mean you win. Lots of examples of where you lost. I mean, James Cameron made a living off that kind of idea. It's the Vietnam War. He made all his movies were about that. Guys, hey, whoops. I'm not a medic. I'm dropping dynamite. Oh no. Protect the rocket. Protect the rocket. The countdown. Did it stop? Oh, it did. We're not going to win this. No way. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, we have plenty of examples too where the locals, the natives, didn't have the biggest guns and they won. They defeated the army with the biggest guns. That's whole James Cameron's shtick is in his movies. Is that you look at the beginning at Aliens, the opening shot is the big giant spaceship that looks like a giant phallus gun, but they lost against the primitive aliens. I almost said Ferngully for a second. I meant to say Avatar. Avatar, the same thing. Same idea. Why is my goal depopulation? The US could have conquered Vietnam if they were willing to 100%. What? But they lost the war, though. They didn't even win it. It was peace through dignity. They lost the other wars, too. They lost the Korean War. They lost the Iraq War, Afghanistan War. None of those we won. And we all had the bigger guns, too. And the bigger explosives. With atom bomb, nuclear bombs. So that, yeah, that's not true. Guys with a bigger gun don't necessarily win. But thanks for bringing up the points, though. I like people that bring up the contrary points, though. Even though I've kind of heard them a lot, which is, I mean, I'm still interested in the. I don't really want to have people in the chat that just agree with me all the time. That's kind of boring. See, we're gonna lose. We're gonna lose. Protect the rocket. Protect the rocket. This guy hiding behind their spawn. Protect the rocket. Is the timer going? Oh. No, no, no. I did, I got it. I got burnt. But why is my goal depopulation, though? I don't quite understand. My goal isn't because we weren't doing the same thing there. Remove all natives. But we lost, though. We didn't do anything. We didn't win any of those wars. So it doesn't matter. I mean, I understand your point, but it's just we still lost those wars. Afghanistan, Iraq, Vietnam, Korean War. Yeah, Korean War. That's a good example. We lost that one. We signed that armistice, and then North Korea uses that to their advantage too. Look, we beat back the American imperialist, fascist, capitalist. With their advanced equipment, we defeated them with this little puny little tank and this little puny little submarine or something. So yeah, North Korea uses that to their advantages. That they defeated us.
Countdown activated. Stop it.
I should know. My dad was in the Korean War.
Countdown interrupted.
Protect the rocket. I must deactivate it. No, it is deactivated.
Countdown interrupted.
Countdown interrupted. Ah. My arms.
Countdown activated. Stop it. Protect
Dankeschön.
the enemy is secret. Countdown interrupted. Protect the rocket.
Protect the rocket. Hey, I know this guy's voice. He comes around every once in a while and plays still. This old map. Oh. Man, if I stay up anymore, it's almost 10:15 here in Japan. Staying on, gonna get hungry. Huh? What? Sorry, I didn't mean to give you dynamite to revive you. Ah.
Countdown activated.
God.
Protect the rocket. Countdown interrupted. Protect the rocket.
Man, it got warm today. Ba-dum. Nah, I can't help you with that one. I'm not a medic. Oh. Can I? Man, I should just let the countdown go.
Countdown interrupted.
There's no way we're gonna defend this for 10 minutes. Ah. Impossible dream.
I need ammo. Oh yes.
You almost got it. Don't push us up the track. Oh no, some guy dropped poison there. Huh? I don't know, the Trail of Tears wasn't real. I don't remember us ever winning Vietnam War, no matter what the little details are. I just know that we lost, and that's like a victory. That's like a loss that Americans don't want to talk about. Why do you think the Vietnam vets were treated like shit when they came back from the almost said the Holocaust? There were instances of Holocausts there in Vietnam with Lao Gai and Mao Lai. What was I saying? Yeah, so the way that Vietnam vets were treated for a long time, like I just remember that growing up in the 70s and 80s. I just remember how bad that was treated, how badly they were treated like that, because it was just a horrible stain in American history that we lost that. And I'm not really too concerned about the details. I just know that we lost. Huh? What? What? I told you we'd lose. Okay, Daybreak. Yeah, it did. It says American has nothing to do with American Westland expansion, but you said the bigger guns, the people with the bigger guns win. So I brought up all these examples of where we had the bigger guns that we lost. That's why I brought that up. Yeah. Do I really want to play this next one? What was it? Daybreak. Ah, okay. I don't know if I want to play Daybreak though. 10:15. Yeah, here it is. It's same people that made this. Here, let's let these guys go. Trons. Nice. Let me see. How many people are left? Hey, it's not too bad to think. Dun, 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 dun. All right, daybreak. Let's see. Can I go to... No, I cannot. I'll just stay engineer. We'll be defending. I hate this big maps because I have very thin screen. Okay. Oh, my goodness. Looks like Minecraft. Ba-bum-ba-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum. All right.
First blood. I'm constructing.
They have repaired the tank.
Great shot.
Tank barrier constructed.
Okay, we got the tank barrier. And there's the tank.
The enemy is weakened.
So, you see, daybreak, the final of this is exactly the same as the last map with the rocket. It's exactly the same. You have to get dynamite to stop the rocket. So why they put these maps back to back? No, they don't win wars. We haven't won a war for a long time. So that's not true, though. I mean, I understand your point, but it's just not true. We haven't won a war for a long time.
Tank barrier constructed.
See, this is just the same map. Can I get in here? Let's see. See, it just goes this way, and it goes all the way back to the train station. Yeah, this is an ugly map. Look, I'll show you.
Great shot. Killing spree. No. I need a medic. I need ammo. All right.
Generator is safe. See, this is...
Need a medic.
The rocket is back here.
Killing spree. I'm a medic.
Oh my god, let's see. There it is. I think the rocket is back here. Yeah, here it is.
Yes.
Where is it? That's the generator. Oh. One access inside. Defend the generator. How do they get inside?
Dynamite planted.
We need an engineer. I'm an engineer.
What? War of extermination. It's war is war.
Thanks.
Dynamite defused.
Fall back. Good.
Well, if it's war of extermination, we don't do a very good job of it. I tell you, we kind of suck at it.
All right.
Well, let's see. When was the last time America attempted to entirely displace a native population and failed to do so? We're doing it right now. We're replacing native populations here through multiculturalism and mass immigration. Some people would argue that would be a form of mass displacement. Some people might have a good case or evidence for that too.
I'm a medic. Good. Yes. Thank you.
Let's see. Who failed at...
Enemy is weakened.
if you're going to talk about that, I know a guy who failed. I know a socialist who failed at doing that. Some Austrian guy from Germany.
Completed.
He tried to do that and failed. But do you know why he failed? That's the million-dollar question. Why did the Austrian guy fail at his extermination program?
Need an engineer. I'm a soldier. I'm an engineer.
Tank barrier destroyed.
Generator's safe.
All the way.
He left the base. What did he leave the base with?
Yes.
Oh, wait. Oh, thank you. Let's get this thing constructed. Would you? Aha. Yes, we have.
I need ammo. Killing spree.
Too many grenades. Just spam these.
Thanks. I'm a medic.
Let's go. Okay. Who stopped the Austrian guy? Let's see. I know the Allies, the Americans allied with the British and Great Satan, Joseph Stalin. And we didn't stop Stalin. He exterminated tens of millions of people. And what a trade-off.
Great shot. Great shot.
We have damaged the tank.
Negative. Whoops. Ah, they're good.
And if you're saying earlier, like our extermination, we don't do a very good job of it. You're saying you're trying to exterminate the Japanese with atomic bombs. Well, that didn't work. You're talking about extermination. And the Indians, local Indians, weren't exterminated. They're alive and well in reservations all across America.
They have repaired the tank.
No, you're not going to repair that tank.
The enemy is weakened. Great shot. Great shot. Attack.
All right. Ah, this map. I don't understand. Why is it a castle? What?
Damaged the tank.
I need a medic,
The tank.
I need a medic.
please. Oh, there's the tank.
They're good.
Give me a medic.
I need a medic.
Come on, H2O. Dunk us, yeah. A bigger army stopped the Austrian guy. And that was the last time America won any kind of wars with help. And besides, the Austrian guy didn't have bigger guns. The Austrian guy, Hessler, we'll call him Hessler for now, his technology was no better than the British. I think British were slightly more advanced than the Austrian guy. And Stalin had help from us. Yeah, a little help. All the little tanks and the trucks and everything had our names on it. But that was the last time. Ever since then, we haven't won any wars since then. All the wars we failed. Hey. Oh. No.
I need ammo.
Okay. How much time? Oh, that's right. They add time on this. Mein Gott. This has got to be just an ugly map. Just Minecraft. What's this? Okay. Great. Glad they put that in there for the realism. And that one little bar right there made all the difference. Game breaker. Game of the year, for sure. Hey. Hey, where's that secret? Oh, no, they got rid of that secret passage. There are no girls on the internet. All right. Except OnlyFans. Hello there. May I help you? What? Oh, that's what happened. There's a world beyond yours. Oh, he sounds very hermetic. He sounds like Plato. Plato in the caves. There's another world out there that exists. Let me show you. Yeah. There we go. Shorticus. Well, guys, you got 20 minutes. You defend the tank for 20 minutes. Wait, stop throwing grenades so I can jump over. Well, where is he? Oh, there he is. Nice. We'll see what's going to happen in the next 5 minutes. Where is he? No. Why do we need an engineer? Is the barrier down? Oh, look at that purple lavender. Original topic. Oh, back to the original topic.
Killing spree.
Yeah, and that was all government. That was all government policy. Statism. That was all the government did. The government created these zombie apocalypse and dragged their citizens through these zombie apocalypses. So that's what I mean. The worst thing a government can do is a war. That's the most horrible thing that a government can do. And it just, you know, as they said, if you're, it's the people that suffer on both sides or whatever, all sides. When the government does that, everybody suffers. I mean, yeah, it doesn't do again. I'm getting tired too. Getting late. It's 10:30 here. I'll be doing another stream too in a couple of days. Sunday, day after tomorrow. This time I'm gonna do a build. Stop shooting me. There you go. Big bear. Stop the barrier. So if you wanna come back, we can talk some more about that too. That's fine. Tell your friends. I'm gonna be doing a build. I'm gonna do oh, it's gonna be a difficult build this time. It's gonna be Majin Kaiser, Go Valiant. And that's a big model. Ooh. Okay. Okay, looks like oh my god, they added more time. 20 minutes. I think I'm gonna call it quits for now, and I'll be back the day after tomorrow. The time will be. What time will that be? Oh yeah, maybe it'll be in the morning this time. I can do it.
Building. Fall back.
Maybe I can do it 9 a.m. Japan time. That'll be good. 'Cause that's going to be a long stream. 'Cause that's going to be a real difficult build. And it's going to take 6 hours probably. So that would be a good time to talk more too about that stuff too. So yeah, I usually stream like twice a week, every Friday and Saturday, Sunday. My main point: if people were cooperative and rational enough, which they are, they can succeed. It'll be cooperative. Well, the thing is, the reason why people, well, what, well, I don't want to. Okay, darn it. Yeah, let's. I'll have that in the chat there, and then I'll prepare the day after. What's that room? The day after tomorrow. We understand I'm going to be building a model, so it's going to be kind of hard to do topic and model at the same time because doing a model it takes a lot of concentration. Those Japanese models are very difficult to build. So, but I'll try though. I'll give it a shot. So yeah, I got your point there, and we can continue that next time, or just continue the chat, whatever. I prefer just do it live. But yeah, feel free to like and comment and subscribe and all that stuff. And I'm on Kick as well. I got to follow that one guy on Kick. Make sure I get him following too. Thank you, sir. All right. So I'm going to shuffle off now. It's late here. I'm not trying to avoid the topic. I might like to continue that, but I'm kind of tired now, and it's late here in Japan, and we got some stuff to do tomorrow. So yeah, we'll catch you later. Thanks for coming out there, John Schmidt. I enjoyed the conversation, and let's keep the conversation going. Sounds great. All right.
The moral basis of capitalism is justice, not altruism.